I'm joined by AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi. Sir, Gujarat has traditionally been a contest between the BJP and the Congress. What makes you optimistic that you will make inroads in this state?
Well, traditionally, it has been a contest between BJP and Congress only. But there is definitely a huge political vacuum and a space in Gujarat because of people who don't want BJP to come back in power again. They have been feeling that their vote has no value now because after having voted for Congress for last 27 years,
BJP.
For BJP, Congress is not be able to dethrone BJP. And also they have seen that how 13, 14 MLAs have left after getting elected from Congress and joined BJP. So that is why there is a huge political space over here. And thirdly, the municipal elections which were held 2 years ago, we have been able to win few municipal seats in Ahmedabad, in Godhra, Mudasa, and in Bharuch. And we have been working over here. So, and lastly, in democracy, we have to contest elections. So we are trying our best and we'll see what happens.
Do you think you will be able to consolidate on those local body seats that you have won and give it a further push for these MLA elections?
Yes, it is an opportunity and a huge challenge also because the municipal elections are fought on a different level. The assembly elections are fought on a completely different level. But yes, we have our base over here. And we are contesting in 14 assembly constituencies out of 182. So every party member is working hard to ensure that our party candidates win the election. And so that is how we're taking it forward.
Some say that it will actually be a loss of the Congress and gain of the BJP if your party or Aam Aadmi Party, jumps into the electoral battle.
Out of 182 Gujarat Assembly, we are contesting 14 assembly seats. And if still Congress and some Congress so-called analysts feel that it is going to hurt, then I cannot help them. Out of 182, if we are contesting 14, the remaining you win, who's stopping you? I mean, assuming we are causing them this so-called loss. That is not the case. I don't need permission from anyone to contest elections in a democracy. And we are contesting elections. Thirdly, there are some valid answers which the Congress party is not able to answer. That how is it that you have not been able to defeat BJP? How is it that the last time a Muslim MP got elected was in 1984? How is it that despite having 9.93 population of Muslim minority, you only have 3 MLAs elected? And why is it that you don't talk about atrocities on Dalits and Muslim minority? And how is it that you have welcomed the economically weaker section reservation? How is it that you had supported BJP in July 2019 when Amit Shah brought an amendment to UAPA which made it more draconian and many people are languishing in jail for years? So these are valid questions and Congress is not, where do you find Congress? Yes, the voter must be there. But there is so lack of interest from the own Congress leadership that we have been telling the people that an vote for Congress or an AAP will help BJP only.
But last time they had performed well in 2017. They came second, but they got a lot of seats.
That is not the case now. Last time, 2017 and 2022, there's a huge difference now. You see that the Congress has already given up the fight in Gujarat. And I have been consistently saying to especially the minorities that we are not in a position in some states of India wherein you can stop a party from coming into power. The best we must do and we can do is unite and ensure that your political voice is represented by your unity and vote in the concerned state assembly. I have been saying this in Uttar Pradesh and see what has happened. 83.2% of Muslims voted for Samajwadi Party according to Access India Today poll. But now no one talks about the Muslim issues in Uttar Pradesh. So that we feel, I am of the opinion that you must have your voices, you must have your representative. The whole fight in democracy is for representation.
Right.
Unless and until you have your own representative, how will one? How do you expect that your issues, your troubles would be raised? For example, if you go to any a constituency where Dalits and Muslims reside, or even Adivasis, look at the state of affairs over here. I mean, how can people live over there? They don't have clean drinking water. They don't have proper roads. Schools are not to be found. There are no, forget about hospitals, there are no dispensaries over there. And this is a deliberate discrimination that has been done to these such places. So you require your own political voice to take up such issues and to talk about injustices.
So there are 10% Muslim electorate. So basically looking at them.
No, not only. I am saying that everyone and anyone who has been discriminated, who have been pushed to the wall, and injustice have been committed against them, and majority has been done against the Dalits, the Adivasis, and the Muslim minority. So it is high time that they have their own independent political leadership. When I say independent, it should be independent of Congress, BJP, and the Delhi's Chief Minister's party.
And also it's very symbolic because Prime Minister Narendra Modi comes from Gujarat, Home Minister Amit Shah comes from Gujarat. It's very symbolic in that sense, very important elections.
Well, when elections come, there are many people who will talk about that, oh, this is a matter of life and death for the weaker sections, for the Muslims and Dalits. But unfortunately, after elections over, no one talks in the same language. We are left to our own state of affairs. So, yes, it is an important election and also important because this will now lead to the 24 parliament elections. And all the Lok Sabha seats have been won by the BJP. This is the second time it has happened. Rajasthan 2014, 19, it happened. Like Gujarat, same thing has happened. So yes, it is very important, and there is a huge public anger. There is a huge public anger on price rise, unemployment, salaries coming down, civic communities not being provided. This so-called development model has completely failed. The human development indicators are very, very bad. But yes, in that way, it is a very important election, and every election is important for that area and for democracy also.
I know you have been critical of Congress and BJP both, but what would you tell those who call you as the B team of the BJP?
You see, the thing is that I don't need permission from any Tom, Dick and Harry to fight elections. That is my right. My party is a political party. I don't run an NGO. And even NGOs don't do a program with asking another NGO, So this is a political party which is formed to fight elections, and we have a whole idea and agenda of doing things. And secondly, this talk about vote being cut. What is this vote being cut? How did Rahul Gandhi lose Amethi? I didn't contest over there. So they don't have the cheek to say that they lost because of the majority community not voting for Rahul Gandhi. And he goes to Wayanad. He wins election because there are 30% minorities over there. Now you have lost Gujarat for 27 years continuously. Why didn't you win? Can you say this about Congress party? That they have done a deal with BJP? No. Out of 186 Lok Sabha seats, which was direct fight between Congress and BJP, Congress wins only 15 seats. Did you have some sort of understanding with the BJP? So these are all allegations which has no truth whatsoever. And people who make such allegations believe in entitlement because they feel that only they can win elections. They should fight elections, and we are their so-called subjects, and we should capitulate, and they will decide and they will take decisions of my destiny. No. I want to fight elections. I want to take decisions on my destiny. I want to take decisions which I know which will be good for the weaker sections, for the Muslim minority, for the Dalits. So that is why I feel that I have come to such a stage that I don't give any importance to such allegations, but they continue to pour out their heart. So I cannot stop them. Maybe they feel that their frustration comes out and they get a good night's sleep after heaping abuses on me. So good luck to them.
And lastly, how has been the response of people so far? There were reports that there were some slogans raised in Surat and all that.
Well, you see, it doesn't matter. You see, that is at least they could come and some 4 or 5 people could at least come and shower abuses and praise Mr. Modi in my public meeting. We've allowed them. That is, we have given them the space. Will Mr. Narendra Modi allow people who stand for Bilkis Bano and come to his meeting and raise black flags? Will Mr. Narendra Modi allow people who have been victims of Naroda Patia and come in his meeting and raise slogans against him? So it doesn't matter. See, at least it shows that they are frustrated, and that meeting in Surat was a huge public meeting, and there are 4 or 5 people. I just ignored them. See, these issues which will happen, but doesn't matter.
In fact, one of the BJP leaders who was on that committee told Mojo story earlier that those who were released are Sanskari Hindus.
Yes, see, when it came to UP elections, Amit Shah, Prime Minister Modi, and all the BJP leaders were talking about these leaders who have criminal cases against them, that they will finish them off, the mafia and all this. What about this? You give a person a ticket who calls the rapist of Bilkis Bano, killers of her daughter and killers of her mother as Sanskari. You give that person a ticket. You give a person is campaigning for BJP who was convicted for life for killing 92 innocent people in Naroda Patia. This is what BJP believes in. So it clearly shows that they believe in Hindutva, and all these issues doesn't matter to them. Openly, shamelessly, blatant about it. That it doesn't matter. That person who is convicted for life in Naroda Patia massacre who's out on payroll will campaign for them. Out on payroll or we don't know, but he's campaigning for a BJP candidate. Secondly, people who call the convicts of rapists who raped Bilkis Bano as Sanskari are honorable BJP candidates. So BJP is completely open about their Hindutva ideology and approach and implementing it. Unfortunate part is that the other so-called secular parties are not doing soft Hindutva. They are following BJP in their footsteps. So where is the difference? You see, if you have to take on BJP, you have to have some ideological difference. You take the Delhi Chief Minister's party. He does not want to talk about Bilkis Bano. He blamed Tablighi Jamaat, which was a lie, wrong when the High Court struck off all those cases. He did not speak a word when Delhi was burning after the riots. You have Congress party who does not talk about EWS reservation. In fact, they welcome it. Judgment on Babri Masjid comes, an important leader of Congress party, she welcomes it. So ideology is not an issue for Congress party. They might sit and talk about it, in a communions in Delhi, but ideology is completely same. That is why I feel that it is more necessary for parties like me to fight elections and at least raise a voice and ensure that your voice is represented in the Gujarat Assembly.
Thanks so much. That was Asaduddin Owaisi telling us that it's important for parties like his party to contest the election, because he says that parties like the Congress and the BJP actually have the same ideology. He goes about campaigning in Gujarat as the countdown for polling starts. In Ahmedabad, with Haris Togo, Zafar Iqbal for Mojo Story.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.